Good evening. As we go to air, Ukraine is in a fight for survival. Russian troops closing in on the nation's capital. It's all-out fighting on the streets of Kyiv, with anyone who is willing urged to pick up a weapon.
Kyiv under attack as Russia closes in on the capital. Fire breaks out as government officials confirm active fighting has hit the streets. Ukrainian soldiers swarmed the city as the threat drew closer, lying in wait, guns drawn. Residents filming Russian tanks rolling in, this one driving directly into a car, crushing it. Miraculously, the man inside survived. The assault intensifying. With no location off limits. A cancer centre coming under fire in the southeastern city of Melitopol, ordinary people caught in the crosshairs of war. Ukraine launching a rocket at this school in the pro-Russian town of Holivka, killing its headmaster and geography teacher. But as the country's army battles the enemy, its citizens are grabbing guns, men aged between 18 and 60 banned from leaving, forced to stay and fight. President Volodymyr Zelensky posting this late-night video from the streets of Kyiv, saying we are all here defending our independence, with a grim warning of what was to come. This night will be harder than the day, he says. They are going to storm. Ukraine's destiny is being decided right now. Former President Petro Poroshenko arming himself while live on TV.
This is the short Kalashnikov. Normal, ordinary people, sometimes never been in the army, staying in line now to join us.
How long do you think you can hold out?
Forever.
The fight back seeing Vladimir Putin urge Ukrainian soldiers to overthrow the government, saying take power into your own hands. Women too are taking up the fight.
Yeah, I will be willing to shoot and kill someone in defense of my family and my city.
This woman confronting a Russian soldier on the streets, yelling, take these seeds so sunflowers grow here when you die. Tens of thousands of others not taking their chances, taking their children to the borders.
Where are you going? Where will you go?
We have a place to sleep. Poland.
Your husband, where is he?
Ukraine. There is no possibility for men to leave. So we need to decide. I have a 5-year-old kid, and I have also my sister who has 2 kids. So we are really scared and don't know what will happen here.
This woman in tears saying it's unfortunate we got here in our old age, facing a war. This American expat chose to walk for 20 hours to Poland after all the trains were booked and no cars available.
The way the number of refugees began to pick up, a number of cars were stopped on the road. They had run out of petrol. Their drivers had abandoned them, and their families that had occupied them were carrying all their things in their hands.
In Kyiv, the rush to get out resulted in a crowd crush at Central Railway Station. Guards firing warning shots to stop a stampede.
Despite the mass exodus of Ukrainians, those who have decided to stay here in Kyiv are seeking shelter wherever they can. We're here in this underground car park that doubles as a bunker, where people have spent the night here sleeping in cars or on chairs.
Australian man Sean Kello is among them.
It's just a crazy situation. I mean, what is the point of it? Nobody knows. Everybody's concerned, everybody's worried. Now we're just reassessing the situation and organising a way to drive out to probably western Ukraine, eventually to Poland or Romania or somewhere.
Underground metro stations in the capital remain makeshift shelters. People try to get some sleep, and a brief moment of happiness, a baby is born as war goes on up above.
Our Europe correspondent Karianne Greenbank was one of the thousands spending the night in a bunker in Kyiv. And Kari, what are you being told right now there on the ground?
Well, Georgie, the explosions that we're hearing now are pretty constant, and we're being told to stay where we are and when the air raid sirens go off to head down to the bunker. But the hotel that we're staying at, well, it has been doing its best impression to look like it's closed. It's been taping up the front doors with black plastic. It's been closing the curtains, switching off the lights at night so as to not draw any unwanted attention. It feels very much like what the World War II blackout regulations must have felt like. Here in Kyiv, President Zelensky has said he is willing to negotiate and he's willing to discuss terms of neutrality, so Ukraine never joining NATO. Russia has said that it will negotiate, but only on one condition, that Ukraine demilitarises, which, Georgie, essentially means surrender.
Carrie-Anne Greenbank, thank you.
For breaking news, turn to Peter Overton, nightly at 6.